Todd Chrisley revealed during his most recent Chrisley Confessions podcast that his youngest son, Grayson, was struggling with his parents' conviction. What is Grayson struggling with exactly? Keep reading for the details. Todd and Julie Chrisley are drowning in bad press. During this week's podcast episode, Todd Chrisley noted that his family is pretty much drowning in bad press at the moment. As fans know, Todd and Julie were recently convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. They are currently on house arrest as they await their sentencing. Their lawyer, however, did make plans to appeal the sentencing clear. Todd Chrisley told his podcast listeners that his family is no stranger to bad press. Sadly, it comes with the territory of being a reality TV star. He, however, admits they are a bit overwhelmed with the bad press. They've never experienced the volume of bad press they are experiencing right now following the verdict. Unfortunately, the negative press has gotten so bad that his son Grayson is struggling to cope with everything. Grayson Chrisley is struggling with the backlash. Todd Chrisley tells his podcast listeners that their son Grayson Chrisley is the sweetest child on the planet. He clarified that being that sweet comes at a price. His son Grayson also has a very tender heart. Todd explains that he and Julie had to protect Grayson over the years and pay extra attention to him because he's extremely sensitive. Being so sensitive and tender-hearted, Grayson has had a hard time dealing with all of the negative press surrounding his family. Todd Chrisley sat his son down and educated him on not putting so much value in the opinions and thoughts of people he doesn't even know. Furthermore, Todd Chrisley told his son he would be far happier if he paid that much trust and attention to God instead of strangers on the internet. In addition to Todd and Julie, all of their children have been popping up in the headlines as well. Grayson was spotted washing his very pricey vehicle outside of the home one day. Some media outlets bashed Grayson as being spoiled by his wealthy parents. Grayson has also landed in the headlines as fans wonder what will happen to him if his parents go to jail. Do you understand why Grayson Chrisley is having such a hard time right now? Do you wish the negative press surrounding Todd and Julie Chrisley would cease? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. And keep coming back for more on Chrisley Knows Best. In the heart of the bustling city, where life moves at a frenetic pace, Grayson Chrisley found himself caught in the quiet storm of emotions, grappling with a reality he never expected. The youngest member of the Chrisley family, known for their larger-than-life presence on reality television, Grayson was facing a challenge that transcended the glitz and glamour that had defined his childhood. His parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were convicted of financial crimes, casting a shadow over the family's once unblemished reputation. At the tender age of 16, Grayson was thrust into the harsh spotlight of public scrutiny. The vibrant colors of his world turned into muted shades of confusion and pain. As headlines blared across media outlets detailing the legal battles and accusations against his parents, Grayson retreated into the solitude of his thoughts. The weight of the situation pressed upon him, leaving him to grapple with questions that had no easy answers. The Chrisleys, once the epitome of Southern charm and family values on their reality show, Chrisley Knows Best, were now facing a harsh reality of legal consequences. Grayson found himself caught between the loyalty he felt for his parents and the harsh truth that the world was witnessing a side of his family that had always been shielded from public view. The journey of navigating his parents' conviction was akin to a turbulent sea, and Grayson, a young sailor, was learning to navigate the emotional waves that threatened to engulf him. One moment, he was a carefree teenager with dreams of the future. The next, he was forced to confront the harsh realities of adulthood as he stood by his parents' side during court proceedings and media scrutiny. In the privacy of his own thoughts, Grayson's tender-hearted nature shone through. He was a young man grappling with the complexities of love and disappointment, loyalty and betrayal. The same warmth that endeared him to viewers on the reality show became a source of solace for his family in these challenging times. Grayson's struggle was not just with the legal intricacies of the case, but with the emotional toll it took on his family dynamics. The Chrisleys, who had always presented a united front, were now faced with fractures that threatened the very core of their bond. Grayson, the quiet observer, watched as the once unbreakable ties of family were tested in the crucible of adversity. In the public eye, Grayson became the symbol of innocence in a storm of controversy. Fans and well-wishers rallied around him, offering support and encouragement during a time when the weight of the world seemed too heavy for his young shoulders. Social media became both a lifeline and a battleground, with messages of love and encouragement intermingled with judgment and scrutiny. Grayson's internal struggle was a silent narrative playing out behind the scenes. He grappled with the duality of his parents, the nurturing figures who had shaped his childhood, and the individuals facing legal consequences for actions that seemed incongruent with the family values they had espoused. The dissonance between the public image and the private reality left Grayson in a state of emotional turmoil. Amid the legal battles and the swirl of public opinion, Grayson sought refuge in his passions and hobbies. Music, once a simple joy, became a therapeutic outlet for the young Chrisley. He poured his emotions into the lyrics and melodies, creating a soundtrack that echoed the highs and lows of his personal journey. The creative process became a cathartic release, allowing Grayson to channel his innermost feelings into something tangible. Grayson's struggle also brought to light the resilience of youth. Despite the storm raging around him, he continued to pursue his education and personal growth. The uncertain future did not deter him from dreaming, and his aspirations became a beacon of hope in the darkness that loomed over his family. As the legal proceedings unfolded, Grayson found himself thrust into an unfamiliar role, that of a mediator between conflicting emotions. Family gatherings became charged with unspoken tension, and Grayson, wise beyond his years, attempted to bridge the gaps that threatened to widen. His tender-hearted nature emerged as a stabilizing force, a reminder that love could endure even in the face of adversity. The court's verdict, when it finally arrived, brought a mixture of relief and sorrow. The legal battles had taken a toll on the family, and Grayson, though still young, had aged emotionally. The scars of the ordeal were etched in his eyes, a silent testament to the tumultuous journey he had undertaken. The aftermath of the conviction saw the Chrisleys navigating a new normal. Grayson, now a young man on the cusp of adulthood, faced the challenge of rebuilding not just his family's public image, but also the fractured relationships within. The reality show, once a chronicle of their idyllic family life, underwent a transformation, capturing the Chrisleys as they confronted the aftermath of the legal storm. In the post-conviction era, Grayson's tender-hearted nature became a driving force for positive change. He became an advocate for resilience, using his platform to share the lessons learned from the family's journey. The struggles and triumphs of the Chrisleys became a narrative of hope, illustrating that even in the darkest moments, there is a potential for growth and redemption. Grayson's story unfolded like a poignant novel, with each chapter revealing a layer of complexity and depth. The tender-hearted teenager, once shielded from the harsh realities of the world, emerged as a symbol of strength and resilience. His journey was a testament to the indomitable spirit of youth and the transformative power of love in the face of adversity. As the dust settled and the media frenzy subsided, Grayson Chrisley stood on the threshold of adulthood with a newfound wisdom. His tender-hearted struggle had shaped him into a young man capable of navigating the complexities of life with grace and compassion. The storm may have left its mark, but Grayson's spirit remained unbroken, a testament to the enduring power of resilience in the face of life's unpredictable challenges.